Hello everybody, this is Technopilot and welcome back to some Dyson Sphere Program. In between our last episode and now, I did a little housekeeping. We are on to our fourth solar system, and so I was doing some cleanup, and managed to get a few things set up here. So the first was I went and got a bunch of stuff here to start producing these new miners that we unlocked. So we have the advanced mining machine, and as I can see right now, it's actually stopped because, well, we don't have enough frame material being produced and imported. But we have more than enough to handle here for now, so that's good. And so while that was kind of working on just this one planet, I did a little bit of work trying to play around to see kind of how things would work out. And so we have our power band, but I went through and set up these new miners on every single resource deposit on this planet. And so now we have everything going, and part of that was to see how many extractors it takes to power one of these towers. And you can see that this is a much bigger tower than anything that I have built to date. I decided to take some time and kind of play around with these pilers and trying to get, some more throughput out of this tower. And I found that it looks like it takes about three to five of the resource extractors to actually keep up with the demand here. I think it was closer to 5. And actually I have a whole bunch extra from my testing I needed to offload, dang it. So, well, for that, let me reduce that for now, because we are going to use some of this, and then that'll hopefully take care of itself. But so what I did here, just so you can kind of see, and we don't have any proliferation being delivered just yet, so I do have proliferators in place to help with this. But we have 4 lines coming out, and they go into the pilers. So we have 2 and 2, and then each one goes into yet another piler, and then it's basically combined here into one line, and it goes all the way down here, all the way down. And we could actually probably even put some more in this line, but it ends up being, I think, shoot, it was like 30 plus another 8, so about 38 or so times 4, whatever that is. It's well, heck, I can go look at the blueprint because I saved it. So it's 144 of these units in this facility. So, and it's got 2 pipes coming out, 1 on each side. And so this is producing these crystal plates right now. I was using the crystal plate as a test since it's a 2 to 1 or a 2 to 2. So it takes 2 inputs, takes 2 seconds, gets 1 output. So I was wanting to see kind of how this would work. I have pilers on the way coming back because I basically combine this side and this side. So this is the output and this is the output. Back into a single line coming in, so that way it stuffs it here, so it's like 4 high. So we get a solid 4 by 4, so it's coming in. So because these lines should be able to handle about 30 each easy. So I set this up, saved it as a blueprint, and then I actually took just the starter stack here, which we're getting ready to get into here, and I turned it into like a starter so I can kind of lay out more of these without having to lay down the whole thing, so we can adjust the sizes as we need to. And then I took this side here and made these crystal diamonds. I did it as a test run here to see how this would do. So again, it's the same size. Basically just kind of dropped it all down. And so so this is actually keeping up quite well. I set up the 2 towers to accept the output, and so it's kind of got that going. So like I said, I was just mainly trying to see if I can't, optimize this output a little bit. I kind of like this little compact design I came up with. So it uses just about every single out port except for one. So it uses this back out for the proliferation. And so the only port not being used is this one right here in the front. So it uses every little bit of this tower. And so that kind of worked out really nicely. And so now we're getting into some of this late game stuff here, and now that we have green cubes being produced, making the warp capabilities on our interstellar towers. And so now we got to start working on getting some, lots of supply chain in place. And you'll notice I don't have anything being researched right now. My tech tree, I'm down to the last few things here. So we have the advanced chemical plant, which I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And then we have the Dyson Sphere stress system, which I'm going to go ahead and turn that on because we're getting ready to do some Dyson Sphere stuff. And then we have our artificial star and universe matrix. So I'm just going to go ahead and queue these so they can start working. And this white cube, it needs that thing. Oh, okay. So yeah, so I've been working on getting some of this stuff figured out here. But we got to start actually building some Dyson spheres, at least solar arrays and stuff, to start pulling down some of these materials that we're going to need. So to do that, I am going to start working towards all the Dyson Sphere things. So we need to be able to build solar sails. We need frame material. We need this Dyson Sphere component. So I think it's this one and this one are the two main ones that we need for the Dyson Sphere. We're going to need these rockets. And that's going to need this, and that's going to need that, and so on and so forth. And this EM rail ejector and the vertical launch silos and a bunch of little things that we're going to start needing here now that we are into this part, including building this ray receiver to start harvesting stuff from the Dyson Sphere. So we got a lot of things to start working on now. So to kind of get into support of that, I'm going to start building some of the core materials that are going to go lead up to these things, and then we're going to go from there. So like here, this titanium alloy, we actually have, oh, that was quick. We actually have sulfuric acid in this solar system, so we're going to work on getting that going. I need to start building this geothermal power station, so we need to get the things for that, and so on, and so on, and so on. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start getting some of these core materials here set up. Right now it's only using materials being supplied from this planet. So I haven't gone to any of the other planets here in this system yet. So if I come back out here, so we do have, some supplies there we can get, some supplies here we can get, and supplies here. We don't have a whole lot of coal though, which sucks, because I do want to get proliferation going, if I can speak today. So we'll figure it out. But so to start, let's go ahead and get my little starter blueprint. So let's see, where is it? I gave it a little, the smelting starter. So this is a blueprint that I'm going to plan on using with smelters. So the first one I'm going to go ahead and start getting is the copper plate, since there's not a whole lot that uses copper plate yet. Well, here anyway. It's the only thing that uses copper, is what I meant to say. So we're just going to go ahead and get this set up. So let's see if I'm going to zoom out here. So it looks like I could probably only get 2 of these with this size in this latitudinal zone here. So that's fine. So now this doesn't have, I think I saved this with the supplies in here. So yeah, I need to clear that. Okay. So we're going to change this to copper. And then let's see, we need to get some of my supplies here. And let's see, that's my splitters. Okay, and I might have to actually order some material to come in from our out system. So for this, let's see, so to get copper plate, it is a 1-to-1 reaction here. So this outline, I think, so we have it going 30, so you get 30 units per second. So at minimum I can get 30 off of it, which is 15 to a side. But then we've actually got that quadrupled up, so that's what, 120? It should be shipping 120 units down the line. So in theory, I should be able to get at least 30 of these going down, because that'll be 30 coming back before I need another stacker in the way. So that would be 30 pulling from each side, so that's 60 total. So that's about half the capacity of this belt. But if I did my math right, and okay, well, my math might not be right, but we'll find out here in a second. But in order to make this work, I need more material. So I'm going to come up here and just borrow one of these towers to get some supplies in here. So we need some of this, we need some of that, and we're going to need some smelters. So, and some of that. So what I'm going to do is set this to, let's say 3,600, because I think it's 800 per ship. And we'll get 1,000 here. And then let's do six. Well, let's just go ahead and do a full load. And then we're just going to say demand. And those should get here in just a few minutes here. We'll go use up our supplies while that comes in. I don't want to keep that there permanently. I'm just using that so I can get some material while I'm setting up this planet. So, it's going to set our lines up. So this is going to be the down line. And let's just go ahead and I'm going to place what I can here really quick. Let's see. Yeah, it's like bright light. It's in the daylight right now, so it's hard to see. Okay. I know I need more, but like I said, this is just to get me, let's see this line here, just to get some of this started here. Okay, so that gets us some of that started. So let's go ahead and get some factories down. So we're going to go ahead and put that right up against the output lines here. Right, so this is going to be a copper plate. And I can go ahead and just copy that. And let's go ahead and get our layout here. So we're going to go, see, this is the input lines. Let's go in, out in the middle. Right, and then I can copy that one and stick that one on the top. Copy that one and set it on the bottom. And we can start setting these up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 20. So that's 20. So let's go ahead and get some more line built down here. See if that's enough. 1, 2, 6. Okay, so that's 30 at this point right here. So let's go ahead and cap this line off really quick. And we're going to get this other side set up. And now the nice thing is I can, because of the way I have this set up, I can just turn on one side and see how our throughput's doing before actually having to, before setting up the other side, so we can see if we can actually get more than 30, or if maybe I go down and set a stacker and add another 30. So, because my goal here is I'm not trying to be like perfect math. I know I say that all the time, but I have not tried to math this out. Some of this just seems like fairly straightforward math, so it's like simple. If this is a 1 second to 1 second, you know, 1 item to 1 second, you know, input output. Belt can take 30 items, so technically 30 of these nets us, you know, 30 units. By the time it gets to the end of the belt, it's maxed out at 30, and that's all we can do. So, yeah, I might be able to put a few more on here just to kind of be that way, but it's not like it's straightforward for me. I'm not, since I'm not trying to be perfect at it. So let's just go ahead and drop these down. Because if I did try to do 30 and then put a piler in the middle, it's not really gonna work. Just because it's gonna stack it up and leave only a small gap in between, which means that it would still limit the flow. So I'd have to do something like, I don't know, maybe like halfway, put in another piler, if I want to extend it too much more. But at the same time, I can just keep it at 30 and then just drop another one of these towers down. Yeah, there's nothing saying that I actually have to keep the whole thing. You know, nothing saying I guess I should say it's nothing saying I have to make it big, right? I don't have to make this crazy big. So just come around the side and I'm just going to get all these set up. Okay, so there's that. So this belt will start filling in. Well, I guess I can go ahead and fill. Oh, I need more parts. So let's go ahead and see if our parts are here. They should be by now. And look at that. All right, we're gonna take all of our belts. We're gonna go and take half of that, stick some there. Actually, we'll go ahead and take some more. Take some more, throw them down here. Okay. And back to it. So like I said, I do have a bunch of this, you know, all these miners are already running, so the mines are loaded. So this should start processing really quick once I get this finalized here. So let's go ahead and drop that down. Drop that to there, and that to here. So now I know I have seen some people do like a copy paste kind of thing where it's like fast. Oh wait, it does. Oh, I thought that was not. I didn't think that was. Yeah. Sometimes you find out things just by being, you know, just clicking on something. I did not realize that that was part of the vanilla, that shift copy. Whoopsie. I've been doing it the hard way. So if I hold down shift like that, and I come across, oops. Ugh, that's so much easier. Oh man. You know, I saw some people online doing that clicky where it looked like they were just dragging it, and I was like, why can't I do that? I just decided to hold down the shift key. You know, it's the little things in life. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get this set up. I can always set up another one of these factories. So this should be good to go. So let's go ahead and set this to demand. Let that be supply. So this should start cranking in really quick here. We'll see how it goes. And then once it's done, we'll go ahead and I'm going to save this blueprint off I'm calling these big ones a super plant. So I was doing proliferation, like a proliferated copper on the last side, but so now I'm doing super because it's got so much throughput on these things. Because I want to say, let's see, because if I go look at, wrong button. So if I look at the blueprint and I go look at our proliferated copper, it had a whopping 24 smelters on it. And this thing's now going to have 120. So, I mean, that's over 4 times the amount in one tower. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a lot more efficient, especially once I get proliferation turned on. It's going to crank it up even more. And with proliferation turned on, this might not be fast enough, right? I might have too much on this. I might need to get rid of one of these, and maybe here in the middle and throw another stacker in the way. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I got to see how this turns out. So we should be starting to get enough here coming in, hopefully, that we start seeing it go all the way down. It's slowly working its way down. As you can see, it's slowly getting rid of the yellow dots there. And I can already see, look at this, it's already full. Oh wow, we're already at 5,000. Holy crap. Okay, let's go set up one of our ILS towers to be a supplier. So let's see, let's grab this guy. Well, that's supplying those. Well, you know, it doesn't matter. Let's come over here and we're gonna say local demand, remote supply, and just let it fill that sucker up. I'm gonna come over here. Let's set this one up because I'm gonna set up iron and the magnets, and well, let's just start with those two. Local demand, right? So I don't know if we have anything that's actually requesting these yet for remote, but it's going to start filling it up. So that one plant is going to be cranking, but we're going to be using this as well, so we're going to be using some of these supplies. So in the meantime, let's see, what else can we get going here? Well, one thing I know we could do, let's see. You know what? Okay, let's come to the other side of the planet here, because I do want. Oh wait, what was the? No, it's not that. It's Let me come in here. Let me just click here because it's spiniform. What does spiniform create? Oh, that's not what I want. I know I can use the spiniform to make something. I just don't remember what. And I didn't see the alternate recipe here. There's that one, that one, that one. That's fire ice. Ah, the spiniform. Okay, so we can make carbon nanotubes. That's actually going to be just perfect, actually. Wait, I actually have some that I didn't get power to? Ah, that's good. Good I came up here, because I thought I had them all powered. Okay, so I'm going to come up here, because we have fire ice on our giant here, so our gas giant. Let's see, this is the interstellar. Let's just grab 10 of these out. Boom. And we're going to set this guy up here. So this guy needs to bring you down fire ice. So, and actually I only want orbital collector in the mix. So this will restrict it so it doesn't send out everywhere. And let's bring some power up to it. So I wouldn't mind shipping the fire ice. It's just I'd have to put it in yet another tower, so I'm just setting it this way so it doesn't try to pull it from somewhere else. I can just get it from this system. So that should start filling that up. Yep, there it goes. So, and fire ice gets us hydrogen and graphene, so we need both of those, so we'll be setting that up here shortly. And let's see, so we have our copper set up. Let's see, what else do we need to get going? Iron. Well, we can go save off our copper blueprint. I was gonna get the diamond going. That's what I was thinking of, but what was the alternate for diamond? That's the kimberlite. That's right. We have kimberlite ore on this planet, and I can make diamonds from that, which I can use for proliferation. So the coal can make the first phase. So I can make that, and then from there I can get that. I get the diamonds, and yeah. That way we can get some proliferation and proliferate the proliferators. Okay, so what I want to do, well, first let me come take a look and make sure that my copper looks okay. Well, it's full, so I'm just going to go ahead and create the blueprint off of the copper as it is right now. And we'll call it super copper plate. It's like my main goal with this is really, like I said, just to get this to start cranking out. I want to get as much material actually being produced per second as possible, and this thing really bumps up our throughput here. So for proliferation, that's going to be a little different, just because my tower here that I designed, if I took this starter, I designed it around the smelter, so the spacing is around the smelter. I need to respace it if I'm going to use it for a factory. So I can, which means I need to actually move everything down a bit, which sucks. So, but let's see, if I do this, and that'll only work for a 1 in, 1 out factory, which sucks for the current setup that I have. So to make this actually to do, like a 2 or 3 product, I actually, might have to use multiple planetary logistics to feed a single platform, which I don't know how viable that will be. So I'm trying to debate if I should drop this down and modify it to make orange proliferation juice, or did I save? I did save this one, and it has the planetary logistics. See, it's using a piler. Let me see, what's that one look like again? So, okay, well that's not too bad. I forget how much throughput that does, but I need to pull some of these guys out. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get this yellow juice going. So let's get this. And we'll come over here. And let's see, let's do about right there. What's it going to collide with? I don't see anything that it's colliding with. We do a shift enter and see what it complains about. I mean, so far it looks like it's fine. Wow, that research has been going by pretty quick. Okay, I don't know what it was complaining about as far as all that stuff goes. Went down, maybe it's because of the way this is offset, or that, I don't know. Because this didn't let me, it let me do this here, but it didn't let me do that here, so it was kind of weird. But this should start getting. Wait, what happened? Ew. Okay, so it didn't like something there. Now the way I have this set up is it uses itself to proliferate itself. So this will only ever proliferate with the yellows. But we can see that's already filled, full. And this thing's almost already maxed out. Do I actually have one for the green? Well, phooey, I don't. But I do have this, and diamond is with a smelter. Now I only have about, what did this planet have? It had 241,000 kimberlite ore, which, well, that should get me, oh, it's a 1 to 2, so that gives me 500,000 diamond. Yeah, okay, I think that'll be plenty. So, with that, let's come back over here. Let's come down here. Let's go down here. I'm going to go all the way to the end, and we'll just go ahead and, well, let's see. If I'm going to do the green, yeah, I can do it right here, because then I can make the green over there. All right. So this is basically going to be the equivalent of this crystal, because that is made in a smelter. Yep, it's made in a smelter. I get 2 output for every one, but it's in 1.5 seconds. So I think I can use the same blueprint and then just, you know, swap it out like I did some of these others. So let's let's do this. Gosh dang it, I really hate how it did that. I think it's hard to see where it's laying. That looks about right. Okay, so we need to pop in here once it comes in. Alright, clear. So this is going to be taking kimberlite ore, and we are outputting diamonds. So that's, we'll go ahead and set the demand so that starts getting it in. What are we short? We are short those. Wow, we used up what we had in there really fast. Okay, downside to these bigger power plants, we use up our supplies really fast. Okay, so this is going to be, we are making diamonds. So I need to copy this. Ah, no! Wrong button. Actually, I need to use that, the alternate recipe. Simply, I gotta get all these changed. Okay, let's see, we're almost done. And this should, gosh dang it, this should get us quite a bit of diamond. Probably more than we'll need. And you'll notice I haven't really been setting a limit like I did on the old towers where it was only like, oh, take 1,000, take 1,000. I've just been kind of letting these max out. And that's just because with the extra throughput that I'm putting through, I don't know what the actual true volume is I need. So I figured I'll just let it suck everything down, and because it'll just, that way it'll stay running as soon as I start having things being shipped off places. Because at some point I will need every last inch of space to make things. So let's come back here. We're going to reset our tower. And then we'll save this off here. Kimberlite. Kimberlite. Right, so. And the diamonds are already flowing. Alright, so what we want to do here, I just want to check to see how this is doing since it's a little different recipe. Getting 1.5, so these guys here might not be able to output. Yeah, see how these guys are getting stuck. So I have too many on the belt. So let's just come down here. What I'm gonna do here, let's see, let's take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take off 6 of these to start. Let's just do that. I'll break the input here, and that'll let these. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Holy crap. Okay, our diamonds are full already. Oh my goodness. Alright, so, well, fiddlesticks. So, because what I want to do is I need to see how many I need to cut. But to do that, I need to be able to see the throughput. So I'm just going to go ahead and kill this line right here, right? And then that should give us a break on the input, so it uses all those up first. In the meantime, let's come up here. Let's see. So, how do I have this one set up? I have it set for down the center, so I don't really have a new, more optimized design for grain. So I might just have to reuse one of my old proliferation blueprints for now. So we can start getting the green stuff going. So let's come in here. Let's see. So something that takes 2 inputs. Magnet takes 2 inputs. So that's 28 of those. Well, no, that's not a good one. Let's see. What about processor? No. What about Let's see, this guy, no. No, no, no. Let's see, no, this guy takes 10, I think. Or takes 3, I think. Does it? I don't remember. Yes, it does. So maybe the electromagnetic turbine. Let's look that one. I mean, that might be okay. Let's just use it for now, and we'll I can always adjust later. Well, crud, I need to kill that power pole. Alright, let's try this again. And then I need to get some batteries. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna do clear, clear, clear. We need diamond, and we need orange. Supply. Okay, I need to grab some more drones. We'll get there. We will get there. Okay, so now let's get this down here. I gotta reset this output. This is not gonna be optimal. I'm gonna have to redesign this whole setup for proliferation. So let's, oh, I guess I'm missing some things. Anything else? Nope. Okay. So let's go change the recipe. And we're making green juice. We're going to be over consumed for a bit, or under consumed until we can get some more construction happening. So we need that and that, right? And that and that and demand and demand. Okay. That should ensure at least it stays full for a bit. And then it should proliferate itself. And that should... yeah, it looks like it's got just enough to run all those for now. So that's not too bad of a size, it looks like. It's definitely not filling up 5,000 as fast as some of these this other stuff was. So there's some proliferation. Yay! Okay, but now we have some usage on these diamonds. So let's see. So how are we? Well, crud, I can't tell. All right. Well, let's just do this. I need to count. Oh, I need batteries. Gosh dang it. I have some batteries up here. Alright, I try not to use my spare supply for now. So let's come back down here. I need to count how many of these we have, and then maybe kill a couple, because we have a little too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33. So there's 36 total. So with the way I have it right now, so let's see. You know what? Actually, let's just try. I'm gonna try something. I might just take out. Come on, why won't you let me connect it? There we go. Let me fix the brake. And then what I think I'm gonna do is instead is come up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's say number 16, or let's go 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's do this one here. This one. So I'm gonna take this guy, delete it, across, and then of course my inventory is full. Let me just do that for right now. I need to get another tower going for that stuff. And what we're gonna do, see, I have to delete some of the line to be able to put this piler in place. Let's see, grab this guy and reconnect. Okay, so let's get that side. And I'm just going to do this one side for the moment. And see how it does in case I need to move it. But to do that, I might need to see... might need to create some more stuff to use these diamonds. What else uses diamonds? Green, yellow cubes, graviton lens. Of course, graviton lens. Okay, so I don't have anything to use the extra right now. So I may need to just kind of let this one run for a bit. And I'll just have to come back later and see how it does and then save the blueprint off. Because let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 and what that means is it's got 17 on that side. So I might actually be able to move it up a little bit further. But I'm gonna leave it alone and see. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. So let's see, what else can we get going here? So right now, like I said, I'm just working on smelters. So the copper is good. Let me, I'm gonna make a copy of super copper. And we're gonna use it for iron. I think that looks like about lined up where I want it. No! I don't know why it's saying something's in the way. I really hate, I wish there was a way to change the focal point on this. Let me do a shift enter. Like I said, I'll just. Maybe it's complaining about me. Well, I need to pull some stuff out of my inventory to get this to work. So let's just drop that there. Oh, yeah, the ILS tower and some sorters. Okay. Or pilers, whatever. So while it's thinking about that, let's go ahead and swap this. I'm going to go to iron plate for this one. I'm going to get this recipe copied. And we have some inner planets here that we can actually use for manufacturing some more stuff as well. Like I think our ice planet would be a good one. I mainly just started on this one because we have the gas giant right here, so I can use it to harvest from the gas giant, and then I can create some more ILS towers to actually send it elsewhere if we need to. Too far away, too far away. How's that now? Okay, so now what I need to do, I need to get the ILS and then swap out the goods. Clear, clear. Iron plate. Alright, that'll start getting us some of our key ingredients here being produced. Can never have enough iron, copper, magnets, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and save this blueprint off. I think I'm going to come this way and see if maybe I can reset my little focal point. Okay, now this is super iron plate. Iron plate. Super iron plate. Yay, save and clear. Okay. Oops. Escape out of there. Alright, so this guy should be getting pretty full here pretty quick. See, look at that. It is just cranking. It's like it just doesn't know what to do. It's just going non-stop crazy here. So once we start getting some magnets and other stuff here, because I am going to work on figuring out how to make this work for some of our other fabrication components like circuit board and other things. So at least I'm hoping I can figure out how to make it work. Because I would really like to have like this kind of setup for the other things too, but I may have to actually like throw a splitter on it and throw 60 and 60, but if I do 60 and 60 I might as well just use two of these into one. So I mean there's some things we can do to kind of increase our load, because I believe once we get in here into the technology tree and some of these upgrades, there's some down here that need the white cubes that allows us to start sending stacks out from our tower directly, so we might not need the piler. At least that's the way it reads to me. So, yeah, I could be wrong, but, you know, who knows? And we're already full. Look at that. We are full. That is awesome. So, yeah. Crazy. So what's this say we're getting? Look at that. 1,800 per minute. 1,900 per minute. That's crazy. Of course, we're not using any yet. I mean, Diamond is saying 1,000 per minute, using 500 per minute. So that means our green here is just going. It's not too bad. It looks like our yellow is not keeping up, which is not too surprising, just because, well, coal. We don't have a whole lot of it. Speaking of, let's go ahead and set up coal import. I don't think I have any anywhere, so let's just see. I'll come here to this logistics and set up coal. And remote demand. Let's just see if we can't get some. I'll just set it to 6K. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm not sure how much we really need here, but that should help us keep things moving. Okay, so from a planetary perspective, we still got a lot of space here, so yeah, we could definitely get some things moving. So I think the next one I might set up here is going to be the magnets. I think I might set it up on this side. And yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. So I want to get some of at least all these core plates and things set up. Because we can definitely support more throughput with those based on what I'm seeing right now. So let's go ahead and grab a super iron plate. We're going to rotate it, and it did not take what I was hoping, so trying to keep everything kind of in the same general area here. I need to clear both before it gets here, so that way I can reset all the recipes, otherwise it'd start producing plates. So magnet, we might be able to get a few more magnets being produced, because let's see, what does it say? It's every 1.5 seconds, so we can probably put a few more of these smelters on the line. And I finally unlocked the white cube, so we can look at working on that too. But in order to do that, I need to get a lot more production going. It's like the way I look at it is I need to get all the supplies for cubes I need to be having produced and shippable, such that I can ship it into a central system that I want to use for, say, research, and then have all my research shipped there, and have that be the piece that generates my white cubes and all that good stuff. So let's go get this turned on. And so we already do have set up. Let's see, do I have to reset my filters? Yeah, I guess so. So let's let this come in, and we will check, see how we get these magnets going. And I may try to fiddle around with getting some manufacturing with assemblers done similar, try to get something similar to this setup here, because this is pretty clean. At least I think so. I like how it flows, and we'll see how that goes from here, and try to get some more stuff going on this planet. So when you come back, maybe I'll have some factories set up, figured out, so we can get some proliferation going and have a higher throughput being produced here on this planet. So until next time, this is Technopaladin, and please do all those things, that everybody says at the end of the videos, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And come back and join us for some more Dyson Sphere Program. And until next time, good night.